Hello everybody, we are doing a late week 16 CFL preview as of course all the games ended, but I just kind of ran into some stuff this week. It was crazy busy, still wanted to get the video out, so now that the games have been played, I'll tell you my picks. As of course, if you always doubt me or whatever, I have them on Instagram, Bush League Broadcast, you can check that out, and we will talk about my reasoning for why I thought these teams would win. And of course, in a little bit, stick around for another video where I do a recap of the week. So the first game we had for the week was the Hamilton Tiger Cats taking on the Montreal Alouettes in Montreal. This one felt weird because Hamilton was coming off of a very good win over the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. Dane Evans had a good game. And you're thinking maybe, just maybe, they could get some momentum rolling and they could upset Montreal as they were 3.5-point favorites in the game. But that wasn't the case, of course. But for this game, my reasoning for this was Hamilton has been really inconsistent this year. Montreal has too, but Montreal has a lot to play for as well. Hamilton, yes, fighting for their playoff lives. But Montreal exactly at this point wasn't safe. They were 5-7 coming into this game and really needed to get a win and get a little bit closer to hopefully locking up a playoff spot for them. And at the same time, they are in a little bit of reach of getting that top spot in the East. Toronto is the better team as of right now, but they have some games to play with each other earlier, or I should say later in the season, towards the last 2 weeks of the year. So I felt like Montreal was going to need this one a little bit more. And I really just don't know what you're going to get with Dane as of right now. So I ended up picking Montreal here. As for the other two games of the week, those were on Saturday. You had the Toronto Argonauts in Ottawa. I almost picked Ottawa here. My reasoning for Toronto is you knew they were in a spot where they could win and get into the playoffs this week. They needed Hamilton to lose. That happened. And my logic here was if I thought Hamilton was going to lose and Toronto just needed to win in order to get to the playoffs, I thought that they would have a little bit something extra going for them. Ottawa had played them tough at points in the year, but at the same time, Ottawa has been maddeningly, they've just been mad inconsistent, all right? And yeah, so that was kind of the thing here. Toronto defense was kind of my idea here. It gets it done. The offense gets enough going and around. I felt like they would be not desperate, but eager to make the playoffs. And for the final game of the week, I had the Calgary Stampeders up against the BC Lions, where the league had the game. And I said that Calgary was going to win. And my logic here was pretty simple. It's hard to beat a good team back-to-back weeks, and so I felt like Calgary would be in a spot to go in here. They needed to beat the Lions to be in a good spot to not only catch up to them, but also get closer to a playoff berth. And I felt like with the Lions still trying to gel, Calgary would probably win this game, and that ended up being the case. But of course, those were my picks for the week. What were your picks for the week? Let me know down below in the comments and your reasoning for them. And I will have my CFL weekly recap video up right after this. Everybody, please make sure to like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new. Stay safe and have a great night.